Bedtime story, Rapunzel. Once upon a time, there was a couple who lived in a small village. They had everything they needed, except for one thing, a child. One day, the wife became pregnant and she was overjoyed. However, her happiness was short-lived. The wife craved a certain herb that grew in the garden of a witch who lived on the outskirts of the village. The husband, desperate to fulfill his wife's craving, climbed over the garden wall to steal some of the herb. The witch caught him, and she demanded that he give her the baby as payment for his crime. The husband, afraid for the safety of his wife and unborn child, agreed to the witch's demand. The baby was born and she was named Rapunzel. As Rapunzel grew up, she became more and more beautiful. The witch kept Rapunzel locked away in a tall tower in the middle of a forest. The tower had no stairs, and the only way to reach the top was by climbing Rapunzel's long, golden hair. One day, a prince was riding through the forest and he heard Rapunzel singing. He was enchanted by her voice and he followed the sound to the tower. He called out to Rapunzel, and she let down her hair so he could climb up. The prince and Rapunzel fell in love and they began to meet every day. The witch eventually found out about their secret meetings and she was furious. She punished Rapunzel by cutting off her hair and banishing her to a remote desert. The prince, who had been coming to visit Rapunzel every day, was devastated. He wandered the forest, calling out her name. He eventually stumbled upon Rapunzel, who was now living in a hut with her 2 children. They recognized each other and they were reunited. The prince and Rapunzel returned to his kingdom and they got married. They ruled the kingdom together and they lived a long and happy life, with their children as their heirs. The witch was eventually punished for her actions, and Rapunzel's voice continued to enchant everyone who heard it. And so, Rapunzel and the prince lived happily ever after, and their love story became a fairy tale that was told for generations to come.